Hello. Today I would like to speak about the fifth point on the liver channel, Lv-5. Li go. Li is a wood-boring insect and go is a ditch, channel or trench. So the image this point gives us is the insect eating away a piece of wood. Of course, the wood implies here the liver, the wood phase. Lv-5 is a low point of the liver channel. Each of the 12 primary channels has a low point that connects the primary meridian with the designated low vessel. Additionally, there are 3 further low connecting points. Gen 15 is a low point of the Gen Mai, the conception vessel. Du 1 is the low point of the Du Mai, the governing vessel. And spleen 21 is the low point of the great low vessel of the spleen. All low points have 3 main therapeutic actions. They assist with treating the exterior and interior disorders, they address psycho-emotional conditions, and they treat diseases in the region reached by the low vessel. As for the trajectory of the liver low vessel, it separates from Lv-5, connects with the gallbladder channel, and ascends to the genitals. Lv-5 represents the 8th hexagram, B. The character means close together, holding together, and alliance. If we are to analyze the name of this hexagram, we would see that B pictogram depicts 2 people side by side. The meaning implies both that they are together and that they can be compared to one another. Hence, the word means belonging, seeking union, holding together, neighboring. This pictograph resonates well with the function of Lv-5, a point that connects the liver meridian and the liver low vessel. The hexagram's inner, low trigram is Kun field, which belongs to yin earth, and its outer, upper trigram is Kan, gorge, which belongs to the yang water. Hence, this trigram forms a control cycle because the earth controls the water phase. The oracle says that B indicates good fortune, yet it requires the principal party to re-examine its virtue and firmness. Those virtuous and firm will succeed, and there will be no error. The hexagram implies the union of the conqueror and the conquered territory. The conqueror was able to destroy the forces that were prohibiting the union. Yet, the victory in this situation is just the beginning. It requires a plan to develop this situation further. As you will see, this mental image is very close to the function of the low point on the channel. It serves as a safety mechanism that buffers the pathogenic factor. Yet, this conquest is a temporary solution that requires further development. Because of the liver low vessel's trajectory, its pathology manifests in the genital region. The signs of the fullness of the liver low vessel are abnormal genital swellings and abnormal genital arousal, something that is not related to one's sexual drive or libido, but seems to be pathological. The emptiness of the liver low vessel is the cruel and unbearable itchiness of the genitalia. These symptoms can be related also to sexually transmitted diseases. When it comes to the treatment of the exterior disorders, low vessels serve as the second line of defense against the external pathogenic factor. When the body becomes overwhelmed with the pathogens such as wind or cold, it has different mechanisms for dealing with it. Jing well points are the first line of defense against the exterior pathogenic factors. These points belong to the metal and wood phases. Hence, they treat wind and cold pathogens in the initial stage of the disorder. We either needle, moxer, or bleed gingival points to push out the external pathogenic factor because these points connect the primary meridian with the sinew channel, a system that siphons pathology away from the primary meridian. In addition to treating gingival points, cupping therapy is one of the most effective ways of dealing with an external pathogenic factor. We are helping the sinew channels release pathogen with this technique. If the body cannot siphon a pathogen away from the gingival point, the pathogen goes into the primary channel. It wants to enter the source point and subsequently the Zhang-Fu system. Each meridian has a series of mechanisms that prevent this from happening. We have the Ying spring points, Shu stream points, Jing river, and Yuan points that deal with different exterior pathogenic factors. The low points also play an essential role in the displacement of the pathogen away from the source point. And so for a mild pathogen, we use gingival points to release wind. When dealing with a severe pathogen, we must move blood to expel wind. Blood becomes a second line of defense after the sweat has failed. We can tap into the low point to convert the blood, the yin qi, into the defensive wei qi. For example, we can use Lv-5 and gallbladder 40, the source point of the gallbladder channel, to treat Shaoyang disorders such as headaches, eye pain, and pain in the chest and the costal region. The low vessels also serve as reservoirs for containing latent pathogenic factors that the body has no resources to expel from the body. The low point draws a pathogen from the source point into the low vessel. Blood is the medium of the low vessels, and the body allocates capillaries to stagnate the pathogen and prevent it from going deeper. We often see dark blue spider veins in clinical settings, especially on the lower extremities. These are manifestations of the low vessels. Bloodletting therapy is one of the most effective ways to treat the low vessels. It is possible to prick spider veins and let the blood out. However, we never bleed varicose veins. It's dangerous and ineffective. Now, let us speak a bit more about the internal pathogenic factors. They are negative emotions and obsessive behaviors. Character Li in Lv-5 Li Go refers to an insect, a worm. In Taoist philosophy, there is a notion of San Zhong, 3 worms, 3 parasites, 3 demonic creatures that live inside the human body. They work to harm their host's health and fate by initiating sickness, inviting other disease-causing agents into the body, and reporting the host's transgressions to the gods. The name of Lv-5, Li Go, implies it deals with Shen disturbances. It also deals with obsessive behaviors and parasitic infestations. There is a great interplay between eating, drinking, and emotional disorders. Consequently, food and alcohol affect the low vessels, and Lv-5 is the point to address these obsessions. Lv-5 deals with psycho-emotional disorders. Low channel issues are related to pathology originating at the yin nutritive level, the blood. The blood contains Shen, and on the yin nutritive level, we are looking at the emotional upheavals in one's life. Not being able to be emotionally content and having to deal with one's anger, jealousy, and intemperance in one's lifestyle are all affecting the blood. We can activate the low point to release these internal pathogenic factors. The sinew channels, wei qi, cannot bring it out, so we access low channel, the blood. Low points are proximal to the Shu stream points. The shoestring points lie in the center of the 5 transporting points. The movement of the pathogen from the shoestring point towards the low point suggests that we are internalizing an external pathogenic factor. When the pathogen moves from the low point to the shoestring point, this indicates an attempt to push the internal pathogenic factor into the exterior. And so, Lv-5 treats depression, palpitations, fear, and fright. In addition, Lv-5 treats worry, oppression, and stuffy feeling in the throat, a globus hystericus, or plum-pit chi syndrome, as we call it in Chinese medicine. Chi stagnation in the throat is treated by a combination of Lv-5 and heart aid. And for fright palpitations with diminished chi, we can needle Lv-5, heart 7, and Ren-15. The trajectory of the liver low vessel ascends to the genitals, and Lv-5 deals with obsessive sexual behaviors and thoughts. Sex can be just the longing to be loved. A person needs intimacy, so they engage in a lot of sex. So there is an emotional root to the sexual intemperance. Lv-5 also treats incessant erection. A normal erection is dependent on the flourishing of the kidney, yin and yang, and harmony of the liver qi. We expect more frequent erections and increased libido when the wood qi is exuberant in the spring season. The spring season is when all animal kingdom is involved in procreation. However, it is a pathological and distressing condition when, let's say, liver fire flares up and agitates and inflames the penis. By the way, it does not necessarily have to be just an erection, it can be also an inflammation of sorts. Lv-5 is one of the few points especially indicated for this disorder. Lv-5 is a major point for treating genitals. It is indicated for itching, swelling and pain of the genitals, and sudden pain and swelling of the testicles due to liver qi stagnation and damp heat in the liver channel. Lv-5 clears liver qi and damp heat in the lower burner to treat red and white leukorrhea. It also treats shunt disorder, distension of the lower abdomen, qi accumulation below the umbilicus, prolapse of the uterus, difficult urination, and retention of urine. Swelling of the lower abdomen is treated by the combination of Lv-5, gallbladder 25, Lv-4. And for difficult urination, we can choose Lv-5, spleen 7, Ren 3, bladder 36, and bladder 67. Lv-5 also influences the menstrual cycle. As you know, liver stores blood, and the smooth flow of blood depends on the smooth flow of liver qi. Therefore, the liver has a close relationship to the menstrual cycle. Lv-5 treats dysmenorrhea and irregular menstruation due to qi and blood stagnation. For irregular menstruation, choose Lv-5 and Lv-9. Finally, Lv-5 treats various musculoskeletal disorders. It treats inflexibility and pain in the lumbar region. Other important points to treat lower back pain are Lv-2, Lv-3, and Lv-4. That are the points on the liver channel. Another less known application of Lv-5 is the treatment of the upper shoulder pain. Holographically, Lv-5 corresponds with the area of gallbladder 21. Additionally, the liver channel treats the pain in the small intestine channel. If we combine Lv-5 with a kidney or spleen channel point on the leg, we can also access the Sanjiao channel to treat the whole suprascapular region. If we are dealing with the neck and the upper shoulder pain, we can also use liver 4, and kidney 4 points to treat the neck. Another underused acupuncture point to treat neck pain is liver 14. Well, this is all I have on liver 5. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section. I've been your host, Andrei Yorshov. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.